These are the top 10 silliest pets to exist in Adopt Me. Number 10, the ribbon seal. Definitely not the first pet that I would think of when I think of a silly pet, to be honest, but let's go and check out what the ribbon seal looks like. The ribbon seal came out at a Christmas update, I believe. It cost you gingerbread, and it's a seal, but it's covered in all of these ribbon stripes all over it, which is apparently how it looks in real life. Now, I've never actually seen a ribbon seal, and this is a pet that you don't really see equipped that often inside of Adopt Me. I don't know why. I guess it's slightly exotic, to be honest, as not many people probably actually got this pet, let's be real. It looks slightly funny, I think. Yeah, I don't know why, but according to Adopt Me, this is the 10th silliest pet to exist in the game. I'm not sure if I agree with this one. I was more expecting like a meme pet, but hey, apparently it's a silly pet, and I have to slightly agree. It is silly because it has all of these stripes on it, which is probably why it's called the pet's name that it is. But I want to know what the number one pet is, so let's keep on going and finding out what is the number one silliest pet to exist in Adopt Me. Number 9 is the business monkey. This one slightly actually makes sense. It's a monkey wearing a suit. And of course that is very silly because monkeys do not wear suits. Actually, I don't think any animal wears a suit, to be honest, so yeah, especially doing business. So there's actually a saying called monkey business. Maybe that's why they made a business monkey. Never thought of that before. But apparently this is silly because you don't normally get a monkey wearing a suit, and it just looks pretty funny. This came out in the Monkey Fairground update, the first Monkey Fairground one, not the other variations where you get the gorillas or the capuchin, the original Monkey Fairground. I believe this is an ultra rare rarity, and he does some cool little tricks, which is fun. I've not seen those little animations before. That's kind of fun. He does all these little dances. Okay, that's cool. He does a fun little dance. That looks pretty silly. I agree with this one. Business monkey, pretty silly. Number 8, a robot. Really? Okay, if it's silly, according to Adopt Me. Honestly, I'm not too sure how this is a silly pet, but apparently it is. I mean, it's a robot, which... Are we really calling this a pet these days? If I have a robot, I'm not gonna call it a pet. Speaking of robots, I actually have a robot right next to me. It's not my pet though. I'm not calling it a pet. It's just that. It's just cool. Anyway, robot. He looks funny. Looks a little bit silly. I wouldn't give it the number spot that it is. I would have given this like spot number 20 for silliness. To get the robot, you have to hatch it out of any egg, I believe. So anything apart from a themed egg, it's just out of the regular update. Then we've got the little robot doing a little dance. Okay, the dance is actually really fun. Number 7, the spider crab. This one is actually one of my most hated pets to exist in Adopt Me. But apparently this is the 7th silliest pet. I don't like it. Okay, no offense. It's a cool pet, but it's a spider mixed with a crab. That's a lot of people's phobias. So many people are scared of crabs and spiders that combining the two together, scary, which is why I think Adopt Me will never add a pet spider. Like, that is one of the most requested pets, is the pet spider, but they've never added a pet spider. Probably because I see all the comments saying, if they add a pet spider, I will scream every time I see it in game. Probably fair enough that Adopt Me hasn't added a pet spider, but I'm assuming in the next Halloween update, they're gonna add some sort of spider, because there's enough people who want it, but at the same time, there's enough people who are like actually terrified of spiders that they don't want to see it as a pet. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like spiders? Would you be sad if Adopt Me added a spider as a pet? Whoa, that is a silly dance. Oh my word, guys. I have never seen that dance before. Oh my word. Guys, I do not do tricks for my pets. Maybe I should. I feel like that's a thing that no one remembers, that you can like train your pet to do tricks. I feel like absolutely no one does that at all. I don't think any of my pets have tricks on. Let me know, do you do tricks on your pets to make them do dances like this? Because that's cool. Number 6 is a slug. Okay. Interesting. Which one? The Halloween slug. Okay. Yeah, bro, I see why this is silly. I see it. It makes sense. It's a slug. If you have a pet slug in real life, they're just slimy. They're probably disgusting to stroke. Please never stroke a slug. It's probably toxic or covered in some sort of disease. And speaking of diseases, I'm ill. In case any of you comment, why do I sound different? I have some sort of illness. Here we go. Here is the Slug. I believe you purchased this using the Halloween currency. In the... I'm not sure what Halloween event this was. 21 or 22? I don't know. There's so many pets I can't remember the date. But it's a pretty silly looking pet. It does a couple little dances. Does its eyeballs hit each other? That's kind of funny. That makes sense. I agree. This is a pretty silly looking pet. Its eyeballs whack each other. Very strange. Number 5, the Mecha Pup. Okay, makes sense. I mean, if the robot was on here, then of course the Mecha Pup has to be on here. This is literally a dog on a robot. So I believe the Mecha Pup is actually an old pet that costs you 1,000 Robux. And it's an expensive pet. It's obviously then they made the Mecha Meow, which was a Bucks version for like 3,600 bucks. But the Mecha Dog, or the Mecha Pup, was 1,000 Robux. I believe it came out on April Fools. And it's pretty funny. I wouldn't say it's silly. Okay, maybe its dance moves are silly. That's what I should be rating these on. How good are the pets at dancing? I feel like that's a better... Oh my. I've never seen that. Did you just see what happened? He like stuck his hands out and then like spun his head. Oh, that is silly. I agree. That part's silly. I did not know it could do that as a trick. Guys, I gotta improve my trick knowledge in Adopt Me. I did not know that you could do that. That's kind of fun. I like it. Cool. Let's go. Number 4 is a Narwhal. What? Why? Why is it a Narwhal? Okay, let's see. Let's find out why is number 4 possibly a Narwhal. I have absolutely no idea why this is silly. I mean, let's be real. This is a real animal. Lots of you guys don't know that narwhals are actual real life animals. You think it's made up like a unicorn because it basically has a unicorn's horn on its head. Believe it or not, a narwhal is actually a real life animal, and it does actually have this weird horn on its head. So I mean, in real life, if you saw that, you'd think someone had like glued it on its head or something, but that's actually what they look like. If you've ever seen one, I think they're quite an exotic animal in real life. Definitely hard to find in the wild. So it's kind of funny. It's got like a little horn on its head, and it's a narwhal. Alright, the more I look at this pet, the funnier it looks. It kind of looks like a dolphin with a squished nose and a unicorn's horn on its head. I think that's a pretty accurate representation. I see why it's silly. Kind of makes sense. It's got a funny looking head. Number 3, the Glyptodon. That's a dinosaur, right? Why is that the 3rd silliest pet? I don't know. I don't know why this is the 3rd silliest. According to Adopt Me, this is the 3rd silliest pet. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. I wouldn't really call this silly. It's a dinosaur. I never really realized how many spikes this has, though. Look at that. They've got tons of spikes on. I think it uses its tail to attack things. Oh, it does like a silly trick, I guess. And then rolls in its shell. That's interesting. Oh, okay. I'm not sure I'd call that the number 3 silliest pet. Let me know if you agree. Number 2, yes, I agree with this. The pet rock is the silliest pet. 100%. I love the pet rock. I have it. I think I managed to make a Mega Neon recently off the pet rock. It's just so funny. It was an April Fool's pet, and then eventually it became adoptable in a separate April Fool's update. And it's literally a rock, guys. Like, it's just so funny to look at. It just runs around, and the way it moves is great. It's a pet rock. Maybe I should get a real life pet rock. Let me know in the comment section. The fact that its mouth is just made by like 2 pieces of sellotape or like a bit of rope, and the fact that it's different and unique just makes it really fun, to be honest. It's definitely a funny and silly pet, so I agree. I like it. You can do tricks on the rock. What tricks can the rock do? I don't know about that. Let's see. What's this? Does it not let you do tricks with the rock? Is that like a little secret? Should we go and test that out right now? Let's go and have a look. I'm gonna head into the school and see what happens if you try and train a pet rock to do a trick. So let's go and grab this little dude, and if I click on him, click tricks, do nothing. Do nothing. Bro, it does nothing. What are the other tricks that a pet rock can do? Tricks. Stay. Oh my word. Are they all the same thing? Play dead? Bro, you're just gonna sit there and do nothing, aren't you? Great. Tricks. Think. Go on, give me some thinking. That was it. Tricks, a road. What does that mean? You gonna do anything? Again, he just said still. Wow, that is like a little loophole. Every single one of these tricks does the exact same thing for a rock. That's kind of funny. I guess you can't train a rock to do anything. G'day, mate. You want me to train your rock? Your rock already knows everything, every trick in the book. Alright, mate. Thank you very much. I guess he does. He knows everything, which is pointless. He knows everything, but doesn't do anything. I mean, it does make sense for this to be the second silliest pet in the game. But the question is, what is the #1 silliest pet to exist in Adopt Me? We're about to find out. This is all according to Adopt Me, so do not hate me if you do not agree with this list. Because I would personally change a few. I would add like the sheep. #1 is the silly duck. Okay, I mean it does literally have the word silly in its name. You got the silly duck out of a farm egg. Pretty expensive egg to go and get your hands on now. If you do get one, don't open it. It's a silly duck. It does silly things. Its head pokes out and then comes back into its body like that. Oh, that's weird. That is silly. I'm not sure why they're showing us this. This is the drake. Does the silly duck turn into a drake? I don't know. I'm not sure why they're showing us that. How odd. How odd. Yeah, there's the drake and this is the silly duck. Interesting. Are they like similar? I mean, they got like the same colored head. And the same this bit. Does the silly duck evolve into the drake? They got the same feet and stuff. Guys, is this true? Is the silly duck just a baby version of this? Honestly, I got no idea, but the #1 pets that I would choose is probably something like a sheep. Is that how you spell it? Yeah, it's a bunch of E's. This one looks very silly because it's just got like a really long neck and it just looks silly, right? I would vote this as one of the silliest pets, as you don't really see that anywhere. So this is my #1 silliest pet. Let me know what your #1 silliest pet is in the comment section. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers, so please subscribe if you're not already. I think you're really gonna like this Adopt Me video next, so click here right now to go and watch it. Go on, click here to watch another Adopt Me video. I dare you to.